13 classic villains from the golden age of Hollywood. Glamour and magic are conjured up when one thinks of Hollywood's golden age. Popular figures who appear to personify the best qualities held by Americans. The meticulously constructed public personalities succeeded in creating a delusion that countless people accepted as fact. Hidden beneath this immaculate exterior was a seedier side of Hollywood, where studios covered up wrongdoing, powerful people abetted abusive behavior, and famous faces lived underground lifestyles characterized by predatory behavior, moral decay, and violence. This wasn't just a group of imperfect people. Individuals familiar with them from behind the scenes described them as hideous beasts. An ex-studio publicist added that the gap between the public and private sides of golden period Hollywood wasn't limited to the concealment of indiscretions. It was about how the studio system provided a safe haven for conduct that would have been illegal in any other setting. Our 13 most sinister Hollywood figures from yesteryear are here now. Hollywood actors whose public personalities concealed troubling habits that made their co-workers afraid of them. Studios shelled out a ton of money to keep them safe, and victims did nothing for decades instead of taking on the formidable structures that protected these abusers. It is I, sir. One of them is Wallace Beery, the murderer who escaped punishment. Wallace Beery won an Oscar for his portrayal of a tough but endearing figure in The Champ, and he captivated audiences as Treasure Island's Long John Silver. Behind this grandfatherly, movie persona was a man who was capable of terrible brutality. A film historian claimed that he was accused by numerous Hollywood insiders of getting drunk and killing Three Stooges founder Ted Healy, a comic. Healy and Beer got into an argument on December 21, 1937, while Healy was drinking at the Trocadero nightclub. Healy passed away a few hours later from what was formally diagnosed as toxic nephritis, but which many thought was actually the consequence of a brutal beating. Beer, who was notorious for his violent outbursts, was said to have given the deadly blows due to the dubious circumstances surrounding Healy's death. Reportedly, MGM execs wasted little time in securing their prized talent. According to an industry journalist, Beer was relocated overseas by MGM as the studio hid the incident with hush money. Reportedly, the studio bribed prospective witnesses and orchestrated a cause of death that was deemed innocuous. During inquiries, Beer was kept at arm's length by being dispatched to Europe on a prearranged trip. Even Beer's on-set behavior, especially his treatment of kid players, was tarnished by his violent image. Later, Mickey Rooney, who had worked with Beer, recalled incidents that exceeded the ordinary in terms of intensity. His biographer stated that he was notoriously harsh toward child actors, one of which was Mickey Rooney. Between takes, Rooney said, Beery would physically threaten the child actors. Even if Beer had been threatening his young co-star off camera, the sequences that fans